Hey guys, it's Michael Todd and welcome to The.Cult.Of.Vintage. Today we are in Benton, Ohio. I knew that. Hey you guys, we are in Benton, Pennsylvania, and we are at an antique store. We're not just at any antique store. Wait till you check out the exterior. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. We are at the Bakery Antiques Company here in Benton, oh my gosh, we're not in Ohio. Stop, we're in Pennsylvania. All right, guys, we're gonna get inside, see if we can't find anything for resale or for our collection. I've never been here. It looks promising on the exterior here. And again, we're in Pennsylvania. All right, guys, let's do it. Hello. Good morning. Alrighty guys, and here we are in yet another beautiful building. I am loving all of the architectural details from the ceilings, the floors, the exposed beams. It was extraordinarily charming. Not to mention, right off the bat, I was seeing these great clear satin glass boudoir lamps. It is a dancing couple. Obviously, the shades have been replaced, but I thought that those were absolutely charming. And I wanted to check out this vendor. From the exterior, I could kind of see some things, but obviously being on the interior, you'd see them much better. They do have a collection of uranium and Vaseline glass here, and I'm always attracted to them. And the thing that I find first is this hobnail opalescent Vaseline toothpick holder. And it was priced at just $12. You know, I picked it up. I just absolutely love opalescent glass, but the fact that it was a little opalescent Vaseline piece just made it all the much more special. And speaking of special, what says special or more special than a plastic face Christmas tree angel topper? I love it. It is just the right kind of tacky Christmas that we are on the hunt for. And again, $12. Originally sold for $1.99 at Kohl's Hardware. So we did go ahead and get her and added her to the basket, which I have yet to get. There in the back, I am seeing a Hager Madonna and Child planter. I didn't pick her up. I just recently sold one, so I did decide to go ahead and leave it. Up next, I am seeing these covered vases or candy dishes in the amber glass. I absolutely love them. They were only $40 for the pair. I kind of hemmed and hawed about them. But then I was immediately distracted by this gorgeous Art Deco clear glass bud vase. She is stunning. Be careful. Oh! Nothing fell. We're all good. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the detailing on the side. I love the etching into the glass itself. It was $24. I decided to go ahead and take a risk on it. I did sell it. I think I sold it for $46. And then upon further inspection on the beautiful amber glass candy dishes, there was some cracking along the pedestal, and that just made me uncomfortable. So I said no. So right off the bat, you guys, we've already got 3 pieces, and of course the jinx is broken. So we were able to get a basket. We are on the other side now of the door here, still at the front, obviously with the display windows. I'm loving that carved Madonna figurine. This really cute, I believe that little, like the Atlas elephant was a decanter. And here we have a super snazzy swag lamp there. These remind me of my grandfather. He used to have some that would be hanging in the basement. This one was only $125, which really truly for the size is not that bad. I believe my grandfather also had the amber, but they were like they were bulbs. They were round. This was really interesting. They had it labeled, I believe, as a candle holder. I kind of wonder if it wasn't an incense burner, though it could have been a candle holder, but I absolutely loved that piece. Truth be told, was kind of tempted to get it myself. It was very Gothic, very Roman Catholic kind of church. You know, it immediately brings me back to my childhood. Now, At the bakery here, there are kind of like a mixture of some newer items that are sprinkled in throughout. While I will say, though, it is not the primary focus. And you are going to see a number of gas fireplaces throughout the building. I absolutely loved it. It really added to the charm of it all. It was a great place to be. So, of course, we are seeing this is some Fenton green glass. It does not glow. We've got some Indiana here. We've got some Ellie Smith. Cute pieces, but again, nothing was really saying take me home. I find that that mossy green, the avocado green, if you will, it's not that popular. Here I'm seeing these little ceramic trees. These are actually sold by Target, and I did pick a couple of these up actually at Target, not here, but I think that these are absolutely charming. Great little addition to your holiday trees or display. And of course, I am keeping my eye out for the jewelry. Again, I'm not too familiar with makers or marks, and I am buying solely based on aesthetics. Didn't really see anything there that was saying, hey, I think that you should take me home. However, in this little $3 tray, I did find some pieces. The first one up was which one am I picking up? Oh, the very Art Deco, like the onyx cabochon. It wasn't onyx. Um, it was plastic. So I did decide, I was like, there's no other nice way to put it. It was plastic. So I did decide to go ahead, though pretty, again, the little faux pearls here. Again, I thought that it was cute, but it didn't feel like it was of any kind of quality, though I do think that it would look very pretty on a lapel, especially like a navy or a black peacoat on a wool. Now, this definitely caught my eye, and we did decide to go ahead and get this beautiful enameled flower. I am loving like the little peridot rhinestones in it and the green center. That purple and green color combination really did speak to me. And because I am a July baby, a Cancer, of course I had to go for the crab. He is unmarked, but I do really like the fact that he's got that faux pearl. He's got his little rhinestones and he's got little ruby eyes because obviously July's birthstone is ruby. Yeah, that piece, I was like, no, not so much. So, yeah, definitely went for the flower and the crab. Kind of was debating on it. I was like, but should I? It's a very Art Nouveau style, kind of very 1800s Victorian, if you will, but it just didn't pass the touch test. And again, we got the flower and the crab, so we're going to add those to our basket. And we're about to head down the hallway here. Again, we are still on the first floor, and I did see these creepy little babies, so of course we've got to give them their moment to shine. They're not one of them, two of them are in their little cloches inside of a cabinet, so those must be like the super possessed dolls. They're on like a double lockdown. Can't let those evil spirits get out at you. I don't know. This room was fantastic, and I'm going to tell you why. It was a cold, it was a cold morning. Obviously, it is an old building, but because we are closer to the interior, the fireplace, it was just so warm and so cozy in here. It very much almost was like it was like the study or the library. At one time, you see, again, the fireplace back there. I absolutely I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna stay in here all day." Like, oh, I'll just lay down here and take a nap. I'm sure they wouldn't mind, right? Now we do see this pretty art glass, obviously in the red and green. I was very interested, obviously because of the holidays coming up. I thought she was lovely. Do I think that it's a high end of Murano glass? No, but unfortunately there was no price on it. We did see this giant art glass piece here. It was priced at 125 and it was mammoth. I was using my hand there as a size reference. There is zero way that I would want to ship that. I can't even imagine the cost of shipping something that large and that delicate. No, thank you. And then I was like, oh, what's back here? And then I was like, oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be back here. Kind of seems like it was their break room. cleaning room. So I was like, okay, creeper, get out of here. Yeah. All right, we're headed back out. And here I did see these. I love these like jewel cut. They do have, in fact, their Murano stickers on them. They were fairly priced at $22, especially, for a collector. For me, they were $22 each. Let me clarify. So I did decide to pass on those. Had I found them a little bit cheaper, I probably would have felt more comfortable. But again, I think that that was extraordinarily fair, especially again for a collector. Now, this little lithograph, I forget what these are called, like the little spinners. He was a cute little thing, $12, but well, it just, I don't know. It wasn't the day for that. Now, you all do know, if you have stuck around with me long enough, that I do love the tiny little disposable holiday items. These spun heads, the Pixie party toppers, were made to go, as you can see there, to go into your cakes or your cupcakes. Again, something that was made to be used and discarded. I don't know. I just have a soft spot for those things. They weren't. mm, they weren't visually impactful enough, I guess I would say, for me to want to get them. Though we do think that they would be a good addition to a holiday display. I wasn't feeling it. Now, we did see, oh yes, this lovely blow mold angel. Unfortunately, she was priced at $75. So I said, well, holy sister, you can stay right there on the shelf. She was really pretty. And again, as a collector, that's definitely a fair price. But as a reseller, do I think that there's a few dollars still left on that? I do. How much I'm unsure, so I was unwilling to take the risk at this moment. Again, a lot of jewelry, though I wasn't really seeing any pieces that stood out to me. Now, what did stand out to me was this very holly and jolly Santa Claus. I don't know what he was doing, but I feel like he was up to no good. This beautiful display cabinet, I struggled trying to get it all into frame. And then as I'm backing up, I'm like, wait, what is that color on? Do you see the cabinet in the middle, the yellow and the red light? I was like, where is that coming from? And I was like, oh, there's a stained glass window up there. I just find those kind of things very, very charming. So we're kind of perusing, we're looking. We've got some ruby, we've got some cobalt, a little bit of aqua, some carnival. We've got some amethyst. There we are seeing another one of the Murano glass pieces there. I like that light purple. It's very pretty. Here we have a very Art Deco, a pink depression with the enameled black and gold detailing. She was in a wonderful condition. I unfortunately these pieces really do speak to my personal aesthetic, but so far as reselling, I have found that they're not the biggest seller. Now we are back up front, and I am seeing this very large red stone, and I was like, ooh, what are you? Very Hollywood Regency. And down here, if you're seeing it, it's kind of like a brass with that emerald stone in the middle, very Art Deco. So I was immediately drawn to those pieces, and we got a little up close and personal with them. However, when I did pick this one up, it was priced at $49. So I was like, oh no, it just didn't feel right to me, if that makes sense. That stone, I didn't even know. At best, it would be glass. But again, the piece itself felt too light. So I was like, oh, I don't think that that feels right. If you know what I mean. I think once you've started to handle vintage and antique goods, you kind of get like this feel for things. This piece was really pretty. Again, she was priced at $95. I just wasn't. The metals don't. They felt like they were actually newer metals. Now, this was a newer piece, but it was done in the Hollywood Regency style. This was priced at 30. However, there was a sale on the booth. The stone itself is glass. So I was like, well, That is definitely ruby glass, and she is sparkly and pretty in real life, let me tell you what. Is it a ring? No, I don't think so. Could it be for a scarf embellishment, perhaps? Or maybe even a lipstick? So we are now headed up these stairs. Again, just like we were at Benton Antiques, the same carpenter actually refurbished these stairs and again did a phenomenal job. I mean, do they not look appropriate? Just it's a great place to be. I mean, just looking around, can you imagine the history, the people, the times, the events that were had in this building? It's just such a thrill. Again, seeing the floors. We're on a little bit of a slant down here. That's why we would look down there. It's such a great place to be in. We all love those vintage and antique things, and I think that it just makes it that much more special when the actual building that we are shopping in is in of itself an antique. Again, look at those wide planked floors, beautiful condition. So we're seeing all kinds of little things in here. This vendor was a little bit more high end, and I was not mad at it. You are going to see as we approach here the end, there was a fireplace. Look at these great lamps. Loved them. Very mid century. Um, you're going to see as we approach the end here that they do have quite a few lamps lighting sconces. And I loved these sconces. Look at how beautiful are those. Could you just imagine how romantic that would be to light those up into your home? Mm. So again, we do have some more of the refined or elevated pieces here. Again, these speak more to my personal aesthetic. Not so much what I do for reselling on YouTube lives. Though I do think that that glass pheasant would have done very well, but she was priced accordingly. And here we have one of the jewelry caskets. It was in a ruby glass, but it was a souvenir piece. Those are very typical in the early to late 1800s, mid 1800s, pardon me. Those little toofuses on him. Oh, goodness. There we go. We've got some clear glass, folks. And something caught my eye was this gorgeous ceramic painted flower bowl, I'm going to call it. I'm having a hard time with words. Nothing new there, right? I think we're in Ohio today, so why should I be able to speak? It all goes part and parcel together, right? uh, another I really like these little glass gas fireplaces. They're absolutely adorable, though I'm not going to lie to you. Natural gas in a home freaks me out. It just, oh, no. I don't know. I'm surprised I spent as long as I did in here knowing that there was gas lines running through with open flames. It's like, ooh, doesn't that sound safe, right? Love this free-form clear glass here. I did not identify a maker on it. She was priced again very collector friendly, just not where I would want it to be for resale, which was very sad to me because I would have liked to have brought that one to you guys. Again, I just found two of these. This actually was Italian, made for Princess House. Now, no, you're not seeing double. We actually are headed up to the third floor at this point. This is our final floor here to kind of see. There isn't a whole lot on the second and the third floors, but it is again always worth a little bit of extra time and effort to check it out because it only takes one thing to make that time and effort worth it. Now, upstairs, there was a lot of women's accessories and clothing. Again, something I know virtually nothing about. I do love this waterfall. Well, no, I guess this one isn't a waterfall because the edges are squared. But this gorgeous vanity here with that large round circular mirror, little swaggy lamp to match that ceiling lamp downstairs. I loved this. Very mid-century, though you could argue again, in the right setting, it could be very Art Deco. There was no price on it though, so I was like, when things don't have prices, I'm usually, it's not that I'm hesitant to, but I really have got to love the piece. I liked it, but I didn't love the piece. Now, we did see this towel set down at the end, and I absolutely loved the applied floral design. Unfortunately, the one, it was pretty roached out, so I did leave it behind. Underneath, we got a little satin quilt there. Again, super cute, but with that damage, no, I wasn't going to do it. And I like the little satin bow details to them there. And again, you're going to see the women's clothing upstairs. A lot of the hats. There was some coats, a few dresses, a couple of purses. Again, something that I really don't know a whole lot about. I have zero. I mean, I wouldn't say that I have zero interest. I appreciate them because of their historical context. And I can appreciate the aesthetic value, specifically like this little bonnet hat here. I think that that's absolutely darling. But I don't have a passion for it. Therefore, I'm not one that's going to invest a whole lot of time and effort into the research of these pieces. And I know a lot of you may say, well, there is a lot of value in them. And I 100% agree. It's just a question of how much time do I have to be able to look up so many different things. Now, I was very excited. Before I left, this little swan salt cellar caught my eye. This one is in a gold with a glass bottom. So we did, and the metal spoon is original. So we got that. And here is a quick basket overview minus the swan. The swan did make it in there. And of course, we did have the red glass lipstick that was being held up front. So that's everything that we got. Oh, the Dugan glass. I didn't get that on film. We got a Dugan glass vase. I'll catch you outside. All right, guys, there we have it. We got some stuff. I'm super excited. I can't believe I found another swan salt cellar there at the very last minute with the spoon. Well, guys, I hope that you had a good time. It was a great place. Remember to make sure to check out, there it is, the Bakery Antiques Company in Benton, Pennsylvania. So guys, as always, until next time, remember, keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye guys.